Good morning. It's Sunday, August 24th, and I'm here to talk to you about a serious problem that has overtaken this country. And it is something that is not physically damaging, but I believe that it's mentally damaging. The business of reading for pleasure has fallen drastically over the last 20 years. Popular authors can join forces and save the day against a dangerous decline in reading for enjoyment. But that does not seem to be happening. Daily reading for pleasure has plummeted over 40% in the last 20 years. And that's according to a new study published last week in the Journal of Science. The report surveyed people in the United States about their reading habits in the last 20 years or so. And those habits show that the decline has been sustained over time. It's gone down about 3% a year for the last 20 years. And African American people and people with lower income or educational levels, people who live in rural areas, they experience the steepest decline, which highlights a disparity in reading access, according to the study. And that makes perfectly good sense to me, because the people who are not making a decent living, they can't afford to buy books. They can't afford to take time to go to the libraries and find things to read. They're probably not getting the same educational level as people with a few bucks more. And it's at the educational level you learn to read, you learn to enjoy books. But that's a failing, probably, for many people who can't afford it. And then I don't know what a book costs these days, but they're not cheap. However, there are libraries. And if you have a library card, you can get books out for nothing. And there are experts that say there are tools in place to make reading have a comeback, because romance and fantasy and mystery are great reading material. And those are the subjects that seem to be leading the way to stop this decline in reading. And whatever you read can be good for you. The exercise of reading is a wonderful event. It sharpens the mind. It makes you think about things that you wouldn't normally consider. So reading trends for pleasure may be on decline, but there are successes in certain popularities of books. And then there are book clubs, and then there are conversations about books on social media. So there are places to encourage people to read. And we need more of that. We need more encouragement. We need parents in this country to get their children to read more. Now, books like romance and fantasy and mystery in particular have had a surge in popularity. So that seems to be a trend that highlights that there are two key strategies for more reading: finding what you like and creating a community of people who you can discuss discuss your books with, like a book club or something, or a group of people who meet every week and discuss what they have read. So there's an organization called Goodread. It's a website where readers track their reading and share recommendations with others. I don't know how many people belong to this website called Goodread, but it's worth looking at. I'm going to take a look at it after I finish this rant. And there's nothing like a cozy romance, or a thick history book, or a business read, or something like that can take you a couple of days to finish. And then there are certain people I know that once they get involved in a book, they don't put it down. They might read for a full day or 2 days and finish the book. So you must recognize that reading is a workout for the brain, an intelligent workout for the brain, not a physical workout, not something that means that you need to have great strength. It means that you have a dedication for a certain period of time to finish a book. And books have wonderful pieces of information in them that you might not come across in your daily life. So books are a way to continue your education once you're out of school, once you're out in the workplace. You can't give up reading. And it's not only books, newspapers, magazines, anything is good reading. It awakens the brain. It makes you think. So if you're not reading, how are you getting thoughts? Are you talking to people constantly? Probably not. So I'm here to tell you to read. Read a lot. Read as much as you can. It's relaxing. It's a wonderful way to spend a couple of hours each day. Skip a television show or something like that and read us a chapter of the book or whatever. So I hope most of you take up reading again if it's fallen by the wayside. And just reading a newspaper is not enough, or a magazine is not enough. You need to have a book every now and then. So think about it. Think about reading one book a month or something like that. Because reading is on a serious decline and we need more readers. So I leave you with that. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.